Alright, so who's ready to watch a video about pulling injectors on a 5.9 Cummins? Alright, so we got this number 1 injector out. Also, if you don't need to watch the video, don't forget to go to the website and check out the merch on the website and all your fast fuel system needs. Now,
first things first, we're going to use a 10 mil to take out the 6 bolts in the top of the valve cover. We're going to pop that valve cover off of there. This is the cheapo garage. I do not have an electric ratchet, so the back two I had to use a ratchet on. Next, there's going to be 3 plugs on the driver's side of the lower valve cover. Those are the injection harness plugs. You're going to unplug those, and you're going to undo the 2 wires going to the top of each injector, which is a 5/16 nut, and then 6 10 mil bolts down the center of the lower valve cover. You're also going to pop off the intake horn, which is 4 10 mil bolts and 1 clamp. You're going to take those off so you have more access to the injection lines, and you use a 24 mil wrench and a 19 mil wrench to pop the injection lines off and the keepers for the feed tubes. And then once you get those off, you'll pop all the feed tubes out. Some of the lines have hold downs. You're going to take a 10 mil socket and you're going to pop those hold downs off to take the injection lines off and make your life a lot easier doing that. After about 30 minutes here, I took a break and was explaining taking off the engine hoist mount because it was fighting me and it's in the way of getting to number 6. At least I was able to leave it on there last time, but this time I figured just make my life easier and take it. So I already loosened up the hold downs for the feed tubes, but I'm just pulling them the rest of the way out. And then we're going to pull the rockers completely out of the way. I'm going to move one at a time, pull one injector out at a time. That way it makes it easy and I can put the rockers back where they go on their cylinder, tightening down just a little bit so I can go ahead and get the valve cover back on there. So that way no moisture or anything gets in there. And I'm going to put the gold feed tubes back in their slot to also help lock in moisture from getting into the motor for the next 2 weeks while we wait for injectors.